Hey girl, hey, welcome back to the Organic Marketing Simplified podcast. Today, I am giving you different strategies that you can implement right now so that you can get more reviews on your podcast. Because let's get real for a second, getting reviews on your podcast is so important, yet so difficult. And I'm going to give you some fresh strategies that you can start implementing right now so that you can get those reviews coming in. But before we start, my love, let's get real here for a second, all right? I know that you are dedicated. I know that you're trying really hard to make this business work, and you're listening to all the podcasts, you're reading all the books, you have bought all the courses, you're doing all the things, but I know you're not having the success that you're hoping to have, and I know we have been doing this thing for a hot minute now. Now, here's the thing. Instead of you trying to duct tape together all the strategies that you're listening from, all the people that you're listening, that you're getting information from, why don't you and I work together and come up with a strategy that will work for you, a strategy that is tailored on your life, that does not revolve around doing 10,000 things and all these different crazy strategies that you don't feel good about, first of all, that you think you have to overcome because you think you have a mindset problem that you need to overcome, and start to apply the strategies, even though down in your gut, like deep down, you don't like the strategies you're being taught. So instead of you trying to just duct tape all the strategies together and be super overwhelmed and then feel burned out and then feel like, man, I should just give up on this because it's not working. Let's work together and come up with a strategy that works for you so we can fast track your success and actually see some movement around here. And I keep saying, it's not the first time I say that, get some movement around here. And then after the fact, I realize how bad that sounds. But that's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is so that, whether we're trying to get more download numbers, whether we're trying to actually come up with an offer that's going to sell, whether we're just trying to see our business moving forward, let's work on a strategy that will actually get you there, an organic marketing strategy that is tailored for you, that actually feels good and gives you results. Yes, it's totally possible. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait for you and I to work together. So you can head over to my website, julianarabadi.com, and you can get all the info in there, or you can shoot me an email and we can chat and I can kind of guide you in the right direction. By the way, there are two ways we can work together, whether you want, if you're a podcaster and you want my team to manage your podcast, I own a podcast management agency, but also I'm a strategist. So what that means is that I can look at your business and tell you, we need to fix this, we need to do that, we need to change this, because I am not here to not give you results. My coaching calls, they are fire. I am going to make sure that you drink out of a fire hose, because it's going to be a lot of information, but you're going to walk out of there with a lot of homework, but also a clear direction and what you need to do next to actually grow your business. We're not here to be blah, 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 and talk about feelings. We're here for we're here for honesty. We're here for things that work and things that are going to give us results. But now, my love, let us talk about what you need to do to get more reviews. And by the way, when I talk about getting reviews, I am referring to Apple, because Apple is the biggest player. I say this all the time, but you have to understand that Apple is the biggest player. Spotify is trying really hard. Bless them, but Apple's been Apple's the OG, you know what I'm saying? So why do we care about reviews in the first place? Here's the thing. On a podcast, you don't know anything that's happening in the back end. Nobody knows how many download numbers you're getting. Nobody knows anything about your podcast. Alrighty. So how do people know that your podcast is actually a solid podcast? How do people know that it's a trustworthy podcast? Well, people look at the reviews, because that's the only thing that we have to look at, right? On YouTube, you can see how many subscribers you have. On Instagram, you can see how many followers you have, right? TikTok, whatever. But on a podcast, the only thing people have to go off of that kind of gives you the credibility is it's the reviews, so it's important that we get reviews on our podcast. Now, I know that most people don't even know how to leave a review on Apple, because Apple does not make it easy, right? So they have the little stars that you can tap down and you can click on their stars and leave a rating. But if you actually want to review, people actually have to click on write a review, tap the stars, put a title, write the actual review, then submit, and then people freak out because they don't see the review right away. By the way, that's normal. Apple takes away your review, like does not show your review for like 24 hours. So it's totally normal for somebody to leave a review today, but you will not be able to see it until the next day or even after, you know? So, and also if that person, if their iTunes account is based in another continent, so like let's say you are in the United States and somebody from Europe left you a review and their iTunes account is an European iTunes account, you're not going to see it. So there's that too, you know? But make no mistake, those reviews still count, you know, but how do we get more reviews? Because it's so difficult. So I have 6 strategies that you can like literally implement right now to get your reviews. Some of them are going to be a little bit more difficult than others, but one of them, which is the last one I'm going to give you, that one is easy peasy. So stick around. So first of all, the first thing that you can do is do review swaps, right? So as podcasters, we know how hard it is to get reviews. So the easiest thing that you can do is get together with other podcasters and you guys, you know, get together for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, and you guys all review each other's podcasts, and that will help you a lot. By the way, if you want to come inside of my Facebook group called Organic Marketing Simplified, you can come inside of my Facebook group and I allow for review swaps, podcast review swaps. So come inside of my group. I'll leave the information linked for you down below so you can come and enjoy me. And I totally allow that, you know, because I'm here for it. I'm more than happy to review other people's podcasts to give them a boost, you know, to give them the visibility, because I know how hard it is. So come inside of my group, but also likewise, you can definitely look for other groups inside of Facebook and ask people to swap reviews with you. That is definitely a thing because podcasters understand how hard it is to get reviews. Another thing that you can do, which like, listen, if you have any like imposter syndrome around your podcast and you're kind of keeping it on a down low, like, listen, it's time for you to own it. I will have another episode on getting over imposter syndrome and all that. But for now, you need to be open about your podcast and let your family know, your friends, your neighbors, everybody, like the hairdresser, like let them know that you have a podcast and ask them to leave a review. Now, some people feel so weird about this, but here's the thing, like, your family, your friends, your neighbors, like the people closest to you, they're cheering for you. Like they want to help you out. So ask them, like, don't be afraid to have this very grassroots movement and ask for people to leave you a review. Because, I mean, here's the thing. People that are not in this online world, they don't really get what we're doing, first of all. And second of all, they have no idea, like reviews, like why is that important? Why does that matter? They don't know. So all you have to do is say, hey, do you have an iPhone or an iPad or a MacBook? Like you obviously have to have an Apple product to leave a review on Apple, right? So what you need to do is say, hey, do you have an iPhone or whatever, like some Apple product? Would you mind leaving me a review? It'll literally take you 30 seconds, because it does, like even less than 30 seconds to leave a review. And that's it. But just ask. Do not be afraid to again, have this grassroots movement kind of approach to your podcast, because the people closest to you, the people that actually see you work in your business, those are the people that are going to support you, that are going to cheer you on. So ask them to leave you a review. I do that all the time. Do not be afraid to ask for reviews. And remember, people want to help. Let them know why it's important. Like, let them know, like, listen, I've been podcasting and it's so hard to get reviews. People don't know how to do it. And yeah, it's so complicated, but you know, it would be so amazing if you could just help me out. Like literally, it'll take you 20 seconds to leave me a review. Can you do that right now? Okay. Now, the next tip I'm going to give you is to ask it as a gift. So Christmas, birthdays, Mother's Day, you name it, ask for a review, like post it on your Facebook page, right? Inside of your timeline, whatever. Just say, hey, for my birthday, this is what I want. Just ask. Again, do not be afraid to ask. Ask and you shall receive. So ask for those reviews and you receive them. It's super easy. And again, don't be afraid, because people don't know how important reviews are. And if you are in this online space trying to build an online business, you need reviews, period, end of story. The next thing that you can do is that you can do a giveaway. So there are many ways that you can do this, but doing a giveaway is an easy way for you to get reviews on your podcast. So you can decide what you're going to give away. You can give away a coaching call. You can give away, like, let's say you have a course coming out and maybe you want to give away a module of that course. Whatever it is, do it. Just do it. Just do a giveaway, because then people are like, okay, like there's a reason for me. And this strategy obviously like works with your audience, because up until now, I have been giving you like the 3 strategies that I gave you. are strategies that are more of a grassroots movement again, right? Like you're asking the people closest to you to leave a review, like your family, your friends. You're doing those review swaps. You're asking your neighbors, but doing a giveaway for your audience, that is a way for you to actually get your audience to come in and leave you a review. And a giveaway is a great incentive. Now, you might think like, man, like I am here pouring my heart and soul into this podcast episode, making sure it's amazing and people don't leave me a review. It just is what it is. Like, don't sit here, don't dwell on it. Sometimes people just need an incentive. And again, I'm going to say this again, because I don't think you realize how challenging it is to leave a review on Apple. It is not something that you just click and kaboom. You actually have to scroll down. You have to find a place where it says write a review. If you scroll down too much, you don't see it. It's kind of like hiding in there. So don't be afraid to offer incentives for people to leave a review. Now, the next thing you can do is to offer a discount. So like, let's say, somebody wants to hop on a call with you, like a coaching call, you can give them a discount in exchange for leaving a review. You can offer a discount for a group coaching program coming up or a course coming up. So again, like be creative here. Do an exchange. Totally cool, totally valid. And then the next thing, which is the next strategy I'm going to share with you, it's something that I recently heard of and I'm super excited, which is to join Pod Lottery. Now, Pod Lottery, it's a place where podcasters get together and again, you review each other's podcasts. And it's such a fun, easy way for you to, one, get to know other podcasters and like listen to their content and cheer them on. But you leave them reviews and you get reviews as well, which is super cool. Now, it is free. I don't know if it'll be free forever, but at the time of this recording, which is February 2023, it is free for now. I don't know if it'll always be free, but if you join with my link, I have a link. I guess it's an affiliate link, even though it's free. It is what it is. You get like an extra entry to get more reviews. So the way that it works is that every day you get like these assignments to leave people reviews, and then you leave their podcast reviews, and then you get tickets. And then those tickets, you enter like this lottery type of thing, and you can win even more reviews. So you can, like, sometimes if you get like all the numbers, or you can win like 100 reviews. So it's a lot. It's super fun. It's like really, not only is it so cool that you get reviews, it's also really fun because it turns into a game. So I highly recommend them. Like I said, I do have an affiliate link, which I will leave linked in the show notes for you, and you can go ahead and join. You're going to get an extra ticket. Yeah. And let me know once you join, because like, the podcast that you're reviewing, but as the reviewer, people don't know who you are because you have to put in like your Apple ID thing. And sometimes you cannot really put a face to the name because, not like, for example, my Apple ID that I use to leave reviews, it's not my name, so people don't know. And like most people are like that, so it's just cool to like put a face to the name and like see which podcaster left your review. So it's super cool. So if you join Pod Lottery, which I hope you do, let me know so I know it's your podcast. It's so cool. Anyway, again, those are the 6 strategies for you to get more reviews on your podcast. Now, do not sleep on this. You have to get reviews on your podcast because, again, it's how you get the visibility. And I just want to say this. Apple will tell you that reviews don't really matter, that it doesn't really, make a difference in your ranking and all of that. But as somebody who owns a podcast management agency who has a lot of data on different podcasts, I can tell you right now that the podcasts that have more reviews, they rank higher, which is a good thing. So get those reviews. They are super duper important. My love, until next time, may you find God's love, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.